There we go. Cool. Alright, so for stamina's sake, we're going to take off all our clothes. When we get our ideal clothes, we're going to actually, I think I'm gonna do something else. Because it gives us, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. We're jacked, we're a woman. We're jacked. Again. Take off our clothes. We don't use that ring. Alright. Grab this bonfire for later. Pick up the item. It sucks that I can't have music while I record these. Oh well. So you could be super fancy. You can run and jump off the cliff. We're not going to do that. Oh, you're supposed to be offline. I'm not offline. I might get invaded. Oops. We're not going to be super fancy. We're going to be super safe, right? So we're going to walk up to this edge, and we're going to melee it down. Melee so we fall off. Pick up these chimes and a morning star. We're not going to use the morning star, so we'll probably want to drop it. Those are binoculars. We don't use those because we're not spellcasting. We're going to pick up the bonfire. Switch over to witching urns. We're going to go talk to... You don't have to jump. I just like doing it because it's fun. Talk to her. You don't actually have to stand next to her. You can just press A for the initial starting of the dialogue and then walk away. We're going to pick up the life gem and soul. The soul's the more important one. Then we're going to walk up to this guy and throw fire bombs on his head. Five of them. Now you can do 4, but we're gonna do 5 just because it's easier. If you aim it right, you can do 4. He stands up, so the 4th one you have to like angle up a little bit, and then hit him in the head. But you can also miss. So just to be super safe, just spam the shit out of X 5 times, then he's dead. Smack that bitch to get a Estus flask. We're going to pick up these homeward bones. We're going to equip said homeward bones. There we go. And be on our way. Ow, ow, ow. I forget what the level requirement for homeward is. We'll see. We're going to put on some clothes. Just spam left A, left A, left A. Or A, left, A, left. Or A, left, A, left, A, left, A. Something like that. Or you could just take your time, put it on before you even come into this area. If you feel like you need to pick up that bonfire to the right, you could just press A, grab the bonfire. You don't have to sit down at the bonfire and then run around that guy. We're not going to do that because it's not really unsafe. So we're going to pick up the human effigy just in case we die. And the souls. The more important thing is the souls, right? Are the souls. So right now, you could also equip some of these souls. You don't have to do it like that. This isn't a speed run. But if you like to do it that way, normally you could just walk around that guy. Actually, we're gonna have to run around. Come on. Of course I die. So you can just walk around him. For some reason, I strafed around too slow. That's okay. It's fun. I'm just showing you what not to do. If you really want, you can also pick up some of these. It's 1 life gem, but it's for free, so why not take it? Whee! So what I like to do when I'm consuming items is I like to, how do I do this? I'm holding my B down, right, with my thumb, and then I reach my index finger down, because I move forward with my left side, right, and I'm holding down B, and then I reach forward and press X with my pinky finger, because I'm not meleeing, I'm not attacking, and that allows you to keep that finger on sprint and use the life gem or whatever when you're walking away from a boss. You can't use items while falling, but you can use a life gem, and the second you can do an animation cancel with a life gem, so as soon as you fall off a little ledge, any height will do. As soon as you fall off a ledge, we're gonna grab it because I'm a peach now. As soon as you... There's one point in the animation of consuming a life gem that actually will allow you to... It will allow you to... heal without actually having to do the full animation of the heal. We'll see if I can pull it off. Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna run straight at him and run around to the right. As soon as we walk in, you don't have to consume a soul here. I'm just going to because I know I can. And then as soon as his foot gets to that point, as soon as his right foot gets here, you just sprint straight at him, and your character, as long as you go slightly to the right, you will wiggle around him, and that will hey Jazzy, you just sprint straight at him with a slight right, so you'll just cut the corner and he'll lunge off the ledge and die. And we like that. We like him dying. We're going to buy 18. Alright, so we're going to buy Homeward. But we don't like that we have to pay her later. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this later. We're going to save that for later when we actually have a rapier and we can just poke her off the ledge. Because dagger's not as safe. So we're going to run down the stairs. Over here, there's one item. 1, 2, and the third one is halberd. We're going to pick up this item now. How do we pick that up? I guess the human effigy. Don't pick up the second item. Don't do it. Just pick up the first. We only need the souls. This guy will do some thrusts. Yeah, it's for 80 bot. But also content, I guess. For the most part, he just walks away. If you don't feel comfortable doing that... if you don't feel comfortable picking that up without attacking it or killing it, you can do it after you get the rapier. But that's backtracking, and we don't like backtracking. Because we're lazy. We're just going to consume all our souls because we're not actually going to go into combat. Nah. Nah. I'm debating on whether or not I want to have you guys pick up the poison arrows from Gavin. You can only pick up 20 poison arrows for 60 souls each. We'll leave it as an option. Go back to Majula. We're going to talk to our precious lady. And she's going to be like, hey, you should let me see those Estus shards. And you're like, nah, Brian, about that life. We're going to get 10 here, and then we're going to get hopefully 18. Hey, we got 18. All right, so only 10 attunement, only 18 faith. Nope. I guess we could burn the Sublime Dust right now. That improves our healing ability from our Estus Flask. And now we're going to attune our spell of Homeward. Because, if you remember, Forlorn can invade us at any given time. So as soon as you see that bar saying Dark Spirit Forlorn has invaded you, or whatever the fuck, you're like, nah, I ain't about that life. Because if it's an NPC that invades you, you can just Homeward, and it'll take you back to the last bonfire. And because we're peaching, we take quite a few bonfires. Later on, you might say, I don't want to take that bonfire. It's not necessary. I feel comfortable with this, the duration of the route in front of me, so I'm not going to do that. Now, I like to just run. You can run around and pick it up, but I like to just run. Every once in a while, I still fall to my death there, but it's pretty rare. So we're going to walk up, kill this guy, turn around, because that guy's going to attack us. You could pick up the items, I'm not going to. If you really feel uncomfortable with this segment, you can pick up that bonfire over there. We're going to kill the archer first. Always save enough stamina to roll if you need to. So the reason why we're killing everything instead of just sprinting is because if you get hit on the ladder, not this ladder, but the next ladder, if you get hit by the ladder, it allows them to have enough time for, like, what, 10 of them to show up and mess up your day? You don't have to backstab these guys, I just like doing it for flair. These guys drop life gems. They also drop other shit items, so if you want it, take it. If you don't like it, don't take it. We're going to run past this guy, turn around, and backstab him. You don't have to do it, because you don't have to be flashy, but I like doing it. So as long as you run, run past him, you can actually shove him. He'll, like, he'll always do his leap attack, and as long as you just run straight into the wall at an angle, it will oh, fuck you. We're gonna throw another urn at this guy. If you hit his head, it'll one-shot him. If you don't hit his head, you'll have to poke him with an R2 or a thrust, which is fine. Go, boop, and he'll die. Oh yeah, that guy will always do a running R1. That firebomb won't always hit you in the back, so if you don't like it, wait for the firebomb or just run past everybody and then attack things. You don't need to kill him, he doesn't follow you. Oh. What I was gonna say is that in this game, you can actually shove the characters out of your way, as long as you have momentum. So that's cool. You don't have to have this exact many souls, but all you need is one of the key, and we're going to get 6 of these firebombs just in case we miss. The rest doesn't matter. We'll use them for stuff later on. Oh! I lied. You need this hand axe. 1 hand axe. So 700 souls for the hand axe, 1,000 souls for the key, and 1,200 souls for the firebombs. You don't need all those firebombs. You can do with only 1 firebomb, but this is Peach strats, so we're gonna keep doing Peach strats, right? So now we're going to equip our firebomb. You don't have to do this way, I'll show you the alternative way. Walk up, throw a firebomb, angle down as far as you can. You'll blow up the wall. That's flashy. The reason why is because there's barrels there that explode. I just like doing this jump. You don't have to do this jump, I just like doing it. But as soon as you go onto the ladder, spam A so you climb the ladder faster. Here we're going to be picking up the Estus flask. And then we're going to be running and jumping over here. You don't have to be flashy, I just like to be flashy. We're just going to walk off here. Run around this guy. Run and jump here. Run and jump here. You could just walk off, you don't have to run and jump. Wait for that boulder to go by. Pick up the human effigy if you want, you don't have to. Why did I pick up those homeward bones? Hey, Sammy. How's it going? We're gonna spam the ever-loving shit out of A for a while until he gives us a key. Hey, that was the item, so we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm alright. I'm wrapping up my last course ever for my masters. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to switch over to our firebombs. We're going to run and jump into this guy. See how it shoves him out of the way? We like that. We're going to pick up these green blossom. We're going to aim firebomb. These guys don't bother us. We're going to switch over to our witching urn. So Sammy's, what I'm doing for a friend is showing her how to do Deathless Edibot on Twitch. So if you throw a firebomb at the right time, you'll actually hit him in the head. If you don't, fine. 1 shot to the head, 2 shots to the body. We have more than enough witching urns. Because we picked them up for free. We're going to get these fire arrows. Going to unlock this just in case we die. We shouldn't die because this is a deathless run, right? But just in case we do. So for the lady up above, the hag, Melentia is her name. Oh yeah, on the elevator we put this bad boy on. if we spend 13,000 souls, she will give us a covetous silver serpent ring, which will increase our +1. It'll give us increased souls per kill, not for the items that we pick up. So we're just gonna smack this guy in the ankle, walk around, smack this guy on the ankle. Hopefully, he doesn't stompy stomps, but he did. That's okay. If he leaps back, that's fine, no big deal. He'll rip off his arm. We can do counter damage while he rips off his arm. We want him to not stomp. That's okay if he does. He just has a wide hitbox for that stomp. We don't like that. So we're gonna press homeward. Please don't stop. No stompy stomps! Don't stop me! Or unless. Stomp me, please. Stomp here. So we're gonna do homeward. Now if you use homeward, it doesn't reset the enemies in the area, I think. Don't quote me on it, just give me a second. So we bought 2 bright bugs. That'll put us well over 13,000 souls. We're gonna talk to her once, that'll give us the ring. And then we just spam talk to her until she says, ah ha ha ha, it's high time, I'll give you a bargain. And you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't want your fucking bargain, then we're gonna put on the ring. We're gonna equip that firebomb once again. How have you been, Sammys? It's wonderful to see you. Gonna throw that firebomb because apparently they respawn. That's fine, no big deal. These guys also drop life gems, but they drop spears, armor, and other shit that just clogs up our inventory, and we don't like that. So we're gonna witching earn this guy once, and then beat him to shit. This guy's gonna drop down. We're gonna witching earn once, beat him to shit. If you don't have witching urns, that's fine. You just take more melee shots. There's going to be an archer to the side, so we're going to throw a firebomb and dodge. Hopefully don't get hit again. Nice. Okay. And we're going to kill this guy. You could use a firebomb. He's really slow when he transitions from bow and arrow to sword. So we're going to do something that's very precise. And the reason why I chose this class, because it gives us the most iframes, we're going to roll that attack. We're going to hug as much as we can into the ballista and spam the ever-loving shit out of A. It shoots crossbow or ballista bolts into its body. And then we're going to put on the ring that it just gave us. So easy. Sammy's, I love you, by the way. I love you too, Jesse. So we're going to pick up this item. It's the Dull Ember. It'll allow us to talk to the blacksmith McGruff. He's a dwarf. He's cool. He's our Forlorn can invade us here, so we really want to make sure that we sit down and have homeward available. You have to make sure you have homeward available. It will not work if you use a homeward bone. Sour trout, what's up? What's up? So we're gonna run over here. Pick up the radiant life gem and the large titanite shard. If you fall off the edge, reset. We're gonna kill this guy by just beating him up. Sometimes it takes 4 hits, don't worry about it. And then we're going to walk over here, turn around, and hopefully all of the dogs will die. If not, it should be this dog over here that lives. And sometimes the dog over here walks over here so that when the barrel drops down, it doesn't fall enough to actually blow up itself, because it's a scripted explosion. But sometimes it doesn't actually go off because it's a scripted explosion. Because that makes sense, right? So just throw a firebomb. We're going to pick up a fragrant branch of yore. We're going to just run around this guy. Sometimes he'll cast a spell, stand still if he starts to cast a spell, and dodge the spell, then run around him. If his sword starts becoming blue, you want to stand still. And move backwards. Let him finish his attack and then run around him. Because that grab, if he grabs you, it can kill you, I think. But more importantly, you get cursed and you'll have to use an effigy, which is kind of fine, I guess. But we don't want to take damage, so we're not going to. We're going to walk around. Take it slow if you have to. Fine. There's quite a bit of freaking this on that. We're going to pick up those large shards. We're going to let this guy figure out what he wants to do. Firebomb, that's fine. If he wants to melee. The reason why is because there's an exploding barrel. Now, you can throw a firebomb just to preemptively explode the barrel. You can roll through the barrel, but there's 2 other barrels between you and him, and that can be a little sketchy. So what we're going to do is we're going to run straight at this barrel and kind of move to the side. If the barrel doesn't blow up because it wibbles and wobbles and barrel physics, it doesn't always blow up. So we want to make sure that our firebomb is ready to go. We're going to pick up these 3 that I have on the screen. The one over there has crossbow bolts, which we're not going to use. But this one, that's the large shard. These are regular titanite shards. This is a heavy or iron arrows. And then we're going to talk to this guy 4 times and then say yes. 3, 4. Give it right now, you imbecile. And then we're going to buy 2 large titanites from him. And that's it. And then we don't have to talk to him for the rest of the game. Unless we want more arrows. So we have a lot of souls. We're going to pop more of these. Pop them all. Why not? So the most important thing right now is that we keep at least 16,000 souls. So we're going to run up here. You don't have to do that. I just like doing it. It's fun. We're going to pick up the bow here. Yes, we unlocked his place, but he doesn't stand up immediately. He doesn't have an animation to stand up and go over into it. So we're going to sit down. We're going to talk to our wonderful lady. We're going to get 7 strength, 12 dexterity, 10 endurance. Nope. 10 vigor. So 10 vigor, 7 strength, 12 dexterity. Make sure you're human. You have to be human and take off everything. I'll explain why in a minute. Except for our rapier, which we'll buy in a second. Yeah, okay, so we're going to buy 1 rapier and 2 mace. We're going to reinforce our rapier. No! Alright. Who didn't I kill? Oh, I know what's up. That's okay. We're going to put on our rapier. We got the key from the cartographer. We're going to hang her right. Drop down, there's going to be a skeleton. We could just boop him. We can just boop him? R2s. There we go. Come on, guys. So one of the main sketchy points of this run is going to be Pursuer, because you have to roll and sprint to get to the ballista. I highly recommend killing everybody before it, making a save state, using the save file organizer, and then just rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. Just keep practicing it until you feel very comfortable doing it. So we're going to buy the cat ring from her. And then we're going to buy 2 alluring skulls. That's all we need for now. We're going to heal 100%. Do not forget to put that on. I'm going to actually clean up my inventory real quick. Discard. Discard. We only need the +1 version. You can discard selected, press A, press A, press Y to do the action. Discard, press A, do Y. Press A do Y to do it. Press A. Do not get rid of that hat. Do not get rid of the Seldora. That is what we need. Alright, so we are not full, so we need to make sure we're full. And then we're just gonna roll. That'll put us into roughly the middle of it. In theory, you should be fine. So we're going to then... Boop. You don't have to do it that way. You can just walk off. You don't have to pick up this item, but I do. Then we're going to heal full. Gonna run. Pick up the poison moss, run into the wall, and then just let our character glide. You just run into the wall and kind of veer left, and you'll have enough sideways momentum to be able to move. Another Monkashake segment is this one. You might as well equip our arrows while we're at it. We're going to walk straight until this patch here. We're going to look at these ropes. We're going to swap over and do it R1. We're going to move over a little bit and walk off the ledge. Cool. You can do a flashy backstep, but sometimes I die doing the backstep because I don't go far enough forward for whatever reason. Whatever. We're going to do a running R1, R1, spam A, because sometimes it just falls through the... There we go. See how it just fell through? For some reason, this bridge doesn't have solid hitbox, collision box. Kill these guys before they show up. Oh, this was a soul that we wanted. It's easiest if you just look down and then stab when they come into the screen. You don't need to get this next item, but I like to. It's the Sublime Dust. Whee! Boop. We like Sublime Dust because it helps our Estus heal us more, right? And away we go. Oh! One of those guys dropped something. A charcoal pine resin. Now, this is good for us if we die later on and we don't want to buy more old pine resin. But, because it's not 100% drop rate, we're not going to count on it. But it's nice that it happened. You don't have to run and jump, you can just drop down. I like to run and jump because it looks cool. One of these can actually hit you with poison, so we're going to take that out. This darker patch actually falls through, and we're going to pick up the bonfire. Now I'm going to do a spicy jump, just to show you that it's there. We're not going to end up using this item, but I just want to show you that it's there in case you want to not buy an item and use the 12,000 souls for leveling up instead. So we're going to run into the side and fall to our death. That's why I said don't do it. I need to practice for my speed runs, so we'll try it one more time, and if I die, whatever, we'll move on. Yeah, just a little bit of a sad. Alright, so we're going to pick up our souls, because we want all of our souls in this playthrough. You're going to run and jump to the side, and hopefully, there we go. Kill this guy. Walk carefully. Pick up this. Fragrant Branch of Yore. Now, like I said, we already picked up a Fragrant Branch of Yore that was very safe earlier on. But however you want to go about doing it, you don't have to pick up that item, like I said. It's safer if you don't. And you don't have to kill these guys. Just gives you that much more time to prepare for this jump. Now, I will say that you don't have to do this jump either. I will come back and show you another way to do that same section. And we're going to hug that pole and do another running jump. That guy shoots poison. You can break it. You can roll past it. So, that's one way of going through it. That's a little bit sketch. So we're going to show you the other way, which is less sketch. Yeah. But only slightly less sketchy. If you really need to have safer strats, let me know. So instead of right, we go left. Cross this bridge. You can kill that torch guy. I just run past him. Take a right. Don't let the doggo hit you. Don't let the poison hit you. And we're back here. So you skip an entire section. Another way is to run and jump here. Oops. To not do that, you can just drop down, walk over here, turn around, backstep, run, and jump. Once again, kind of sketchy. Text practice. Make save files. If you really feel like you need to, make save files. You're not supposed to take any damage. I just did because I'm an idiot. There's going to be a guy here. There's going to be one of the boomy boom guys. He'll leap at you, so be careful. Going to be to the right. We're going to kill him. We're going to turn around, break the jars. Pick up the poison arrow. Tell you why later. Wait for this guy to come around and start to come at us. He has a dark weapon, or a hollowed weapon. So he does a lot of damage to you. We're just going to drop down here, run off the ledge, blow that up, roll through these bad boys, pick up the Fragrant Branch of Yore, and now we're right before Rotten. Now there's quite a few ways to go about doing this next section. I'm going to show you the way that you just run through. You can figure out your own path, what works for you. I will show you one Peach strat, and then I'll run through. So Peach, break all of these bad boys. Yeah. So then you can pull out your bow, and you can shoot the tar pits. These tar pits have enemies in them. So shoot all the tar pits that have enemies in them. But I don't care, so I'm just going to run through. We're going to roll past all these guys. We're going to roll past these guys. We're going to use the Fragrant Branch of Yore that we just picked up. Rip Boogie. I know. Hi, Cheerio Eater. Great to see you. Gonna stand up and we're like, oh no, it's scary, but JK, it rubber bands. For some reason, they made it so that it doesn't follow you. We're gonna roll through all this stuff. So at the top bonfire, all the way back there, you should have put on your armor. It's what I forgot to do. It's fine, I'll just do it now. So you can walk away, you could sprint away, you can roll into it. You can learn your own timings, learn whichever way you enjoy it most. I like just 1, 2, 3 and walk away. Or roll away if you don't feel comfortable. 2, 3, roll. That was a little sketch. He's now in phase 2 range, so be careful. You can stab his hands, they pop off. We'll use that knowledge for later. When he backs up, we walk towards him, and as soon as he stops backing up and walks towards us, that grab will kill you. Do not get grabbed. Alright, so that's the first boss. We're going to press homeward with the thing that we totally equipped again. Is it possible to get all achievements in one playthrough? No. There are multiple items, 3 spells in particular. In order to get full pyromancy, full miracle, and full sorcery, you have to go to playthrough New Game Plus Plus. So your 3rd playthrough. Excuse me. We're going to Bonfire Ascetic. I know. All of the From Software games make it so that you have to go into the New Game Plus. I think all of them have New Game Plus Plus. Yeah. This time we don't have that person invading us, so we can apply our aromatic ooze. Up, down. Go back into the fight. Rinse, wash, and repeat. And we're going to do this fight 4 times total. That'll get us 1 million souls, which will allow us to skip a lot of bosses. So if he does that attack, stab his hand twice. If he does this attack, R2 his hand at the end of it. If he follows that up, roll away, reset the fight. Don't get hit by that. Just assume the overhead slam's gonna hit you. Yeah, don't die. Play it safe. It's not a speed run. Anya. Actually, if it was a speed run, I wouldn't have my armor on, but you know, whatever. Also, if it was a speed run, I wouldn't I wouldn't be doing Rotten 2 right now. I'd come back later. So we're gonna run towards him until he stops. That attack can have 3 things. Hit his hand twice for the slam. Dodge that. Dodge. Dodge. That's why we walk away roll away from that initial overhead slam, because we don't want to get caught rolling away from everything. I'm going to show you that you can walk away from things. You don't have to roll or run. You can just walk forward, walk backwards. But when in doubt, roll away. Reset the fight. You can roll into the attacks, but that's why I don't like doing it, because I could have gotten punished there. Thankfully I didn't. You can roll into them again. I like to have his back to the fog wall. You don't have to punish that. I do. That was close. He actually moves forward a lot with that attack, so roll it. Don't do what I just did. Roll. That has a very wide hitbox around his hand as well, so that's why I rolled instead of walked away. you can run past him. But if he does the overhead, spell slam, run like a little bitch. Or roll into him, around him, away from the weapon. So that's the second one. Speedruns like to do 2, 3, and 4 back to back later, not right now, but I do it right now so we can have primo damage for other fights later on. Boogie was so young and so fat, Mr. Juzzy. I know, I'm so sad. So then we're going to pop all of our souls. Except for one rotten soul, because I, more often than not, forget to use this soul of the rotten for something else. So just leave it, just in case you accidentally forget what's going on. We're going to finally upgrade our Estus Flasks. You can use your upgrade your Estus Flasks whenever you pick up the item. I just don't, because I don't use my Estus Flask very often. I almost exclusively use life gems. Cool. Now we're going to level up. We're going to get our adaptability to 18. We're going to get our dexterity up to 20. Shit. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to get our endurance up to 20. And our health up to 20. Oh! That's not true. We're going to get our strength up to 10. There we go. Cool. There's going to be a running segment up ahead, so we're just going to drop that shit. We're going to buy all 3 of these bright bugs. If you want more life gems, buy 5 or so. We kind of need all our money for a moment, but we'll eventually have more souls than we need. So we want to buy the rest of those and be on our way after we equip. Let's equip this now. Equip luring skulls. There we go. And then put those aromatic oozes back on. I didn't use my aromatic ooze when I died to rotten because I wanted to make it so that you have consistency. You're not supposed to die. I died because this is just a tutorial video. I just know that this route works, so that's why I'm doing it. So we're going to pick up this item. We don't need the homeward bones, but we like life gems because they're free, so why not get them? We're going to use the fragrant branch of Yore that we picked up. Wait. Yeah. And we're going to ignore her, pull the lever, turn around, look at the door-ish, look up, and throw in a luring skull. It's going to last 4 seconds. We're going to throw another a luring skull. Going to last 4 seconds. Fuck it, why not? Turn around, kill the basilisk. It can do a insta-swirl jump thingy that attacks you and hurts. So let's not do that yet. Just for consistency's sake, we're saving that rotten soul until just then. We'll have more souls than we actually need to use, but that's fine. Just for consistency's sake, I am doing this route instead. The guy on the right will throw a rock. We roll it. More often than not, he will hit you. He is a NA sniper, or EU sniper, or Swedish sniper, or whatever you want to say, because everybody's like, oh yeah, our sniper's the best, right? We want to make sure that we sit down here, just in case we've used homeward another time. You need to make sure that this section you have homeward, because Forlorn can invade you. We're going to hug the left as much as we can. Actually, first we're going to shoot an arrow off into the woods. Then we're going to hug the left as much as we can. Then we're going to turn around, make sure it worked. There could be a guy showing up. We're going to start talking to the head just in case. Bam the ever-loving shit out of the head because he likes to talk. Poor guy's been separated from his body. We're going to buy 1 claymore. We're going to buy 11. Nah, fuck it. Let's just buy 20. 20. We're going to buy 20. Arbitrary number. Consistency. Then we're going to pick up the soul and effigy. We're going to hug the left for a little bit, then we're going to run straight. We're going to turn left a little bit, we're going to run straight. We're going to go right around this big tree, run straightish, ish, and here we go. There's a ramp to the right, there's a chest over there, there's a lamp to this left, this is the chest that we want. There's 2 chests, both have rings. There's a guy following us. There's a bunch of deaths there because people are trying to run past everything and accidentally aggroing the guys. If you have armor on, you will aggro those guys, so that's why we take off our armor and we have our cat ring on. We just picked up a ring, so we're going to equip it before we forget on you. We're going to run past this guy. He aggroes, but late, and we're not going to be in range for him to attack us, so it's fine. We're going to flip a bitch, run and jump at this jar. Walk into here. R1, R2, R2, R2. 4 times. Forlorn invaded us, but he can't jump over that gap. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a little bitch and whip out our homeward and get the fuck out. Because he can 2-shot you. You can roll it, or you could just homeward out. We're going to put back our armor. Make sure that we have the Chloranthy ring. We're going to take off any oh, nope. We need that for homeward. Any excess stuff on, we're good to go. We're going to run past this guy. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm glad you guys showed up. Even if you don't want to talk, that's fine. You don't have to. So one of the spawns for Forlorn is right here, which is why we bone out. You can roll past him. We have more than enough adaptability to run past him. But I'm a little bitch. So, yeah. We're going to make sure that we have our aromatic ooze up. We're going to run straight at her until she starts casting her spell. We're going to move to the right. We're going to turn around and hit her. You don't have to. You can just go straight here. Pop on our ooze. Walk to her butt and attack. You want those attacks. So you want to stab her butt a couple of times in case she does that. We're going to attack and let those spells hit us. Stay on the ground. Do not spam roll. If you stay on the ground, the next volley will not hit you. We'll heal up for healing up's sake and keep on going. We're going to swap over to our mace. And I'm going to take off my clothes. You don't have to. You can keep them on. Like I said, it's just for stamina regen. You go just a little bit faster. And I feel comfortable putting on my armor really quickly. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, go ahead. Sit down. So we're going to pick up this bonfire over here. The Myrmidon very rarely hits you, but if you want to grab the bonfire. This is in case we miss the The lady in front of us. Sorry, the twinkling, the Titanite lizard. There we go. There's a life gem there. It's just one, so I'm not gonna pick it up. There's gonna be a throwing axe, worm, dwarf. He'll never hit you, so just push him past by sprinting into him. So this one's a little weird. We're going to run straight at it. R1, R1. Running R1, regular R1. And that'll give us 3 Titanite shards. That way we can upgrade our Claymore to a +2. Break the barrels, jars, pots. You don't need that radiant gem, but just in case you want it. I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to travel back. I think she doesn't sell bright bugs, but I'm just checking. Yeah, okay, cool. We're going to first level up here. We're going to do none of that. We're going to reinforce our rapier to a +7. And we're going to reinforce our claymore to a +2. And we're going to make sure that we have 6. Yeah, we need 6 total Titanite shards. That means we need to buy 4. That way we can upgrade our bow to a +5. The bow's not as important now as it is later. We, at minimum, want it to be a +7 bow. And now we'll just dump the rest into our dexterity. We're going to travel back to Seldora. We're going to put on our armor. Make sure that we have our claymore on. So we're going to rapier 1, claymore 2. Forlorn can invade us, I think, but it doesn't matter because we will be running, like, beelining it straight towards the boss fight. Just double checking that we can, yes, two-hand, make sure you two-hand the bow. We're going to be running straight, not picking up anything. Alluring skull here. Oops. Not like that. I'll come back later and show you how to alluring skull those guys. Sorry, I lied. We're picking up this. Then we'll throw a alluring skull here. On here. You have 4 seconds for them to be aggroed. And do not press B early. I have closed that door accidentally so many times. So many times. Open the door, spam B so you can roll through it. Put on our aromatic ooze. We're going to kill the 2 white robed priests first. Make sure you have alluring skulls up. Let them cast their spells. Throw an alluring skull. Dodge that guy's spell. Poke him a lot. And then swap over to our claymore. And hit them instead of missing on you. You can shoot them with a bow, but claymore's nice, so we're gonna use it. And now we're done with the Claymore. Yay! We're going to put back on our cleric charm. Because Forlorn can invade us. Ignore that guy, pick up this one item next to him though. You could drop down because we have the cat ring on. You don't have to do the strat I'm going to. Run and jump. Block off. R1. Pick that up. Run. That can hit you, which is fine. That's not fine. There we go. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just use homeward. Whatever. So, I picked up two things. You can either run and jump and kill the lizard, or you can pick up that second item, which is a lot easier to get. You can get that item by booping down here, dropping down here. So, I leave you with a choice. You want to be fancy, do the run and jump. You don't want to be fancy, drop down. So we're going to have one extra Titanite chunk. You don't have to run and jump. You could just walk to the edge and drop down, or sprint down. You don't have to run and jump. I just like doing it because it's fun. Charcoal pine resin. For peach, we don't have to use them because we have so many. Oh, speaking of, we have so many gold pine resins. So many gold pine resins. Now there's going to be a lizard there that's 2 or 3. I think it's 3. It's only 1 R1 to get that guy off the ledge. If you do 2 or 3 R1s, you'll actually fall off the ledge. The item that he's feasting on has shit. You notice I have 0 homeward. Forlorn can invade you if you continue further on in that area. I'm going to sit down at the bonfire. I'm going to reset. I didn't do what I said to do, which is always sit down at the bonfire when you use homeward. Because when you use homeward, you don't actually reset your spells. You have to sit down at the bonfire when you use homeward. So I'll show you what I mean with this guy on the ledge. We already picked up the item, but you just walk up to him, boop him once. He'll fall off. See that lizard? He's awkward to get, so that's why I just don't pick it up. So you pick up that item, drop down, pick up the item behind that door, run back over here, boop this guy. You can actually not boop him. You can choose not to boop him. I'm booping him so I can show you something. You can, in fact, walk up to the edge and throw an alluring skull. I lied. So if you walk up to the edge and throw an alluring skull at the right time, you can actually throw the item but cancel your animation. You instantly recover because you throw your momentum off the ledge and you cancel your animation for it. So you just pick up that item, homeward out, go back to Medulla. We can now get a +10 rapier. That's cool. Getting super broken in what? An hour? You can do it much, much faster. You can beat the game in under an hour using roughly this pathing. No. We need one more large dino shard. Okay. We'll just go talk to McGruff. Fine. We were going to go talk to him anyway because we need to go there for our next boss. It all works out in the end. Ah, my nose. So we're gonna talk to this dude. He's like, yo, what up? And we're like, yo, dude, please give me one of those and then reinforce my bow to a +7. We won't equip it, we won't get it to any higher than +7. But for Peach's sake, we're going to grab as many of these arrows as we can. I'll show you why later. We're going to make sure that we unequip this to equip the Bright Bug. We don't need that. We need our Homeward to make sure that you have the spell available to use. Keep our armor on. We need the Bright Bug and the Gold Pine Resin. We also need to make sure that we have... Oh, no! So, because I picked up an extra Fragrant Branch of Yore, save the Nachka and the Proud Knight soul for 12,000. Give me 12,000. Shit! Alright, so you need 12,000 to buy Fragrant Branch of Yore. Here. God damn it, Anya. So instead of... So instead of buying all of those arrows... Let's see, how much were those arrows? We need 12,000 souls for the Fragrant Branch of Yore at 30. I bought 120. 20 times 30. How much is that? Oops. 121 times 30 is 3,000. Okay, perfect. So instead of buying all those arrows, I want you to save them. Use the large Proud Knight Soul. Use the Nachka Soul. And buy the Fragrant Branch of Yore from Malentia. Don't do that. Okay, cool. Hey, sup, Forlorn? You're a fucking asshole. Make sure you have Homeward. Oof, that was spicy. You can come at it from the other bonfire if you feel more comfortable doing it, but I like to do it this way. Actually, no. You should do it from the other bonfire. It's safer. Because those pyromancer dudes can catch up to you. You don't have to do it this way. I just like doing it that way because it's fancy. Boop this guy, though. Pick up these souls. At the top of the ladder, we're going to put on our gold pine resin. Make sure that you have the clever cat ring on, or the silver cat ring on. I'm gonna heal up to full because I got hit somewhere. Oh, the soldiers. Drop down and walk around it. When it finishes attack, boop it. When it finishes its attack, boop it. Drop down. When it finishes its attack, boop it. Normally you can strafe it. I fucked up. That's fine. If it swoopty swoops or if it spinny spins, just wait for it to chill out. Okay. Hard boss, by the way. They are hard when it's all three of them. Trust me. We're gonna run past everything. You can grab the bonfire if you don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to because there's, what, two enemies in the way? Yeah, two enemies in the way. 3. Or if you kill this guy. You don't have to, but we're going to because why not? So yeah, I'm actually going to buy the Frigger branch of yours so I don't actually accidentally have too many souls. I won't need it because I picked up the other one, but you're going to walk up to this guy and walk away from him. Pop some more souls. Look at her, she's so pretty. Kill the one on the right. Kill the one in the middle. You can kill all these guys if you want. I'm not going to. We're gonna run straight through, pick up, or open the door, and run off. You can roll, you can drop down, whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you kill everybody first, you have more than enough time to set yourself up. However you want to get down there, drop down, pick up the bonfire ascetic from that body, and get back. Oh yeah. You don't have to go to Melentia. I'm just going to go to Melentia so I don't accidentally have more souls than I can have. Right? Because this is a tutorial video and I fucked up on the tutorial video. Alright. Cool. I'm warping to Majula. I'm in Majula. We're going to go back to the Rotten and we're going to kill him 2 more times. So what we're going to do is, you can do it earlier, but I'm going to make sure we have 2 bonfire ascetics. Right? When we go to travel, it will say 2 over this bonfire, right? Over this bonfire. This one. We want it to say 2. We're going to leave after it says 4. So we're going to burn one of them. We have the gift that we got at the beginning. We have the one we picked up. We have another one that we picked up. And then we have the one that we just picked up. Sorry if that was confusing. We're going to put on our... Make sure that we have this ring. Good. Good, good, good. Put on our gold pine resin. Swap over to Estus or Life Gem. You can break all of them. I will show you how to break all of them in case you want to do it that way. Run forward until he starts attacking. Good intro-ish. You can get up to 3 attacks on that one. Don't do what I just did and stand, or when his attack animation finishes and you're standing to the side of him, because he could do a whiny slam. Whiny slam hurts us. Hey, nice. The stub can still hurt you. Not that much, but it does hurt you. Cool. We killed him! Yay! Woo! We did it! We're gonna press homeward. Sit down at the bonfire. Burn another bonfire ascetic. Spam B to stand up because it takes forever to say what is done is done. Going to actually put on a bright bug for the fourth one. This is our fourth attempt. We're going to put on gold pine resin. With our health, he can just barely not kill us with one shot. So this is how you do the break it strat. If you want to do that, if you don't feel comfortable just running straight and then hooking it right. 1, 2. Come on, buddy. What you doing? You can get up to 3 attacks. If you only feel comfortable doing 1, by all means. Ooh, spicy. Come on, buddy. See, it does quite a bit of damage, even if it's a stub. Damn it, dude. Cool. And we have more than enough levels. It's just easier to go to Majula by just running back here and lighting the primal bonfire. Alright, so now we have assload of souls. We have assload more souls. We have more than 1 million souls that we've consumed or received. And we're gonna be our last follower. Oh. Yeah. Shit. That's on the tutorial video. Thank you, Sinatra. I love you very much. I hope you're doing well. So we're gonna level up our vigor to 30, endurance to 30, our dexterity to 30, adaptability to 30. Doing good things. But here. And then the Rex and dexterity. Let's see, what else can we do? Okay, so we don't need... I'm gonna take off my armor because I feel comfortable taking off my armor. You don't have to. We're actually going to go make ourselves stronger. Oh! At this point, you can buy iron arrows. And we can leave her. She's not doing anything wrong. At that point, you can buy heavy or iron arrows from the blacksmith in Majula. If you want to do this strat as opposed to just straight up melee these guys. So this guy can actually fight you in here. The white guy can. The Heidi Knight, I think is what they're called. Apparently this guy can join you in here. Dumb. Oi! There's a reason why I don't like fighting them. They do so much damage relative to how early on they are in the game. So there's a strat that I really like for this next section. Really peachy. Get this guy's attention. You can shoot him with arrows as he runs towards us. Oh yeah, they also have instant attack openers, which is bullshit, I think. You can also just melee them. That sweep has a massive arc. Be careful. We do so much damage right now, by the way. Oh, I didn't know that he had a 4-hit combo. Interesting. I'm glad you're doing well. You can kill this guy before he reaches you. Everything's with me. They've been better, but they're also not bad. It's stupid hot out right now. So we're going to equip our poison arrows. We're going to walk up a little bit. Shoot his body 4 times. I think I missed one. Nope, we're good. Enjoy the summer. True. It is nice out. Just 116. It will do most, but not all, of its health. 1, 2, 2. I fucked up. I was trying to be fancy. It's okay. You can just wait. We're gonna put on our bright plug. It is record-breaking warm for the Pacific Northwest. Yes. It is spicy hot. It is 6 degrees hotter than it's ever been in my hometown. Killing the Drake will allow us to pull down this lever. And the vanilla, you actually don't have to kill a Drake. There's one of those big soldiers, but not an Iron Drake. From here on out, we don't need souls, but we're going to get them anyway. And as we get them, we'll just put them into health or dexterity or whatever the fuck you want it to be. Because right now, all that matters is that you get the 30 and everything. I'm playing this really poorly. So don't do what I'm doing. Whirlpool! That's a grab, so wait. Okay. Alright. And he's dead. Stay cool while being cool? Hell yeah. My AC's been on full blast for the last 72 hours. Woo! Alright. The reason why we killed him was for his ring, so we do more damage on the last 2 bosses. We're going to take... God damn it. Put our bow on this hand. I'm gonna make sure that we have these. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna buy a couple of these, because why not? Hey, Nikolai Tesla. How are you? Doing alright? Just remaking a video for Edie. More damage! You can do more health if you want. It kind of falls off after 30. Then we're gonna go here. Not bad. Nice. I'm gonna get more water. Be right back. We went to the forked road or crossroads or whatever the fuck it's called. Thank you for your patience. Now, for this next section, I would recommend having armor on. Just because you take less damage. Oops. So, this is the middle road. To the right is the fog, and Nachka to the left is where we want to go, which is the Drangleic Castle. Doing some tutorial? Yeah. This is a tutorial for Edie's Deathless. Anybody's Deathless, but specifically made for Edie. Here we go. Get some claps up and down. We don't have to fight that guy. He doesn't aggro us, but this guy does. The Invis guy doesn't aggro to us. Now, if you have 1,000,000 souls in your new game, this door will open. New Game Plus requires you to have 2,000,000. So you'll have 1,000,000 to open the door, and then you'll need 2,000,000 after that. So a total of 3,000,000. So as soon as New Game Plus starts, you need to acquire 2,000,000 souls or all 4 Lord souls to get to this one. So New Game Plus Plus, you guessed it, is 3,000,000 Lord souls after the beginning of the game starts. Or the after you reset. That makes sense. We're going to pick up this soul for reasons I'll explain later. You can kill these guys. I'm not going to because they don't follow us. One of them does. This guy up here. But the other two don't. He doesn't always hit you. You want chunks. 3 chunks and 1 Titanite slab is that lizard. Turn around. Alright. So, oops. I did this a little early. What you can do is, if you don't feel comfortable running up and killing those guys up there, oh, it's a tall tower. You can aggro these guys. You don't have to fight these guys. You can actually just run straight up, kill the guys at the sconces, and then these guys will actually de-aggro if you're close to the door. But it's not too hard to just boop them. You don't have to use a bow, but bows are safe. Oops. These guys attack really slowly, but they hit like trucks. Because they're the size of trucks. That was painful, I'm sorry. Hi, Jenna. How are you? So this is the easy peasy lemon squeezy part. Aim at this guy over here. You hit him a couple times. Walk over here. Aim at this guy over here. If you're not standing close to him, his soul will actually go to that giant. Being sassy, eating nuts. 53 deaths at Gwyn. Sounds like me in my first playthrough. Ooh, Frank's the golden boy? Or am I the golden boy? All the types of nuts? Yum yum. Yum 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 yum. And then we're gonna turn around. There's going to be 4 guys that show up. Or I could just miss. There should be 2 others. Where are you? So there's up to 4 guys that show up. Oh. Painting gold and bringing you wine. Can I be silver? Platinum? I don't like gold. Too warm. We're going to talk to this guy a bunch, and then we're going to buy all of his arrows. all of his lightning arrows. Gone so soon. Be safe. Gold paint costs less than platinum paint. Stingy. Itchy nose got in. No! So sometimes it's cool that you can close doors, like for PvP, but most of the time it's just annoying. This guy here, is a baddie. Is my name Frank? Unless you mean Sinatra. Oh, god damn it, I get it now. Frank Sinatra. Son of a bitch. I don't know. Sinatra, did you? So we're going to kill the guy on the left. And then we're going to go back home. And Frank. Get out of here. Doors open. We're going to pick up these radiant life gems. You can pick up that Elizabeth mushroom. I'm not going to. Be prepared, Forlorn can invade you here. So here we can actually equip our bow onto our left hand. Nameless Usurper. This is the scripted NPC. It's fine. We don't have to worry about them. We're going to put on our gold pine resin. Have our bow in our left hand. We're going to press X to put on our gold pine resin. We're going to hold down Y so that we equip our left hand. Lock on, press L1 to do that. Press Y so that we can equip our rapier in our other hand. This guy drops down when you shoot him with an arrow. Hit him 3 or 4 times, depending on whether or not you get counter damage. Oops. There we go. And there goes the boss. Vibing too hyper. Instead of dying to Gwen tomorrow, I'll kill Drake for fun. Do it. No balls. I believe in you, Jana. You can kill Gwen. Did you know that you should be rolling into him, not away from him? So if you're locked on, just literally just roll into him with all of his attacks. Actually, almost everything in all of their games, all of From Software's games, if you just roll into them or dodge into them, you avoid most of their attack. So don't kill that guy here just yet. They can insta-attack, so you can use bows to kill them. When you can get under him, yeah, true. Wait until they're here because they walk up here and then they transition so that they can attack you. And as they transition, they're within range. So you can kill them. Woo! We're gonna say hi to Horsey. Horsey's big scary. We don't care. It can hit you, so kind of be prepared to roll. That's like 1 in 10 times. So Jenna likes to be under people, or under guys. Never mind. It was supposed to be a sexual innuendo, it failed. Alright. So we're going to move our bow back over to that. Sit down at this bonfire. God, my nose is so itchy. I feel like it's because the AC is just blowing air into my face all day. Now we're gonna take the world's longest elevator. I have 2 sublime dust I can put away. Hmm. I appreciate you, Jenna. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being you. Let's take this moment to say if you have medication, don't forget to take it. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you eat. The quality vibe zone. Oh, not always, but I do my best. So it doesn't matter really what you put your lightning arrows on, but I'm going to put it on there. Walk, we're going to stop here. We're going to shoot this guy on the left twice, on the right twice, and the back on the right as many times as we can before he wakes up. Oh, he didn't quite die. That's okay. These guys can actually follow you all the way into the hallway, so if he does, that's okay. We'll just wait until he finishes his attack sequence. Boop him in the face. I don't think you can be invaded, but you can summon guys. There should be one there, and there should be one here. Yeah, do a little boop boop. If you feel more comfortable, put on your armor so that you take less damage. Obviously, run underneath him. When he turns around, run towards him, run away from him. Run towards him, run away from him. Don't get hit by that swipe. Don't hit a shield because it's impenetrable. For the most part, you just circle around all the bosses. If you feel like you need more souls, there's a chest right there with 3 more bonfire Ceutics. Go ahead and kill the Rotten 3 more times. You are so overpowered right now, so you don't need to level up ever again. But if you want to, go ahead. Now for my least favorite part of the game. We're going to put on our armor because even I don't trust my ability to safely navigate this next section. Forlorn can invade, so we're going to be picking up all of the bonfires here. Because we don't want to run back more than we have to, right? So, you have the choice to just walk down the hallway. Oops. Probably should sit down. We're going to be using our rapier. You can walk down the hallway, or you can be fancy. Walk up here, boop. I fucked up. I'm going to go back. I want to boop. All right, walk over here and boop off the edge and boop off the edge. And heal. Would have been faster to just walk down all the way, but I like doing it this way. So if you see the sparkles, don't kill those guys. If you see the sparkles, these guys can come up and kill you. We're gonna boop, boop. We're gonna boop, boop. So to hit things on the ground, you have to angle as far down as you can. And even then, it doesn't always hit them. There's gonna be one over there. There's gonna be one over here. So for these next few guys, we're going to shoot them until one of the soldiers sees us. Give him a little boop boop. Do your best not to get hit by any of their attacks. They might take you a few times to understand all of their attacks and how to dodge them. We have a lot of adaptability, so we shouldn't take that much damage, but they hit so hard. So hard. Little boop boop. So what we can do is we can start shooting this gal first. 3 times. Then we're gonna not sit down at this bonfire, but we're gonna pick it up and make sure that we have homeward. Then we're gonna keep on going. There's gonna be a girl to the right. Shoot her 3 times. There's gonna be a guy up front. Stop at the base because there's another priestess to the right. Here, so we're gonna shoot her before hopefully she gets her spell off. If she gets 1 spell off, that's fine, no big deal. But if she gets more than 1, that's being problematic. Now you can run and jump onto that. It's no big deal if you don't actually make it up here, but I like to do it because it's fun. Sometimes you still get hit by it. Like I said, 1's not too bad. More than 1 can be problematic. There's another one in between that archway. Running and jumping is an easy way to quickly navigate through this area. There's going to be 1 lizard here. I'm gonna miss the second shot. Gonna be another lizard right here. If you miss it, he goes around the pillar to attack you. There's going to be 1 guy straight here. There's going to be a guy right ahead of us again. We're going to walk until we get to here. There's going to be a guy behind this rock, which is why we had to walk forward a little bit. There's going to be a guy between the pillar and the wall, so we're going to shoot him twice. Or not. We're going to shoot the guy first, the priestess second. Should take 4 arrows for the guys, 3 arrows for the girls. Sorry. I will say sorceress or sorcerer, because apparently sorcerer is asexual. Caster. Soldier. There we go. Caster first on this one. Soldier next. Soldier on the right. Pull out our rapier, boop boop, bow, caster, caster. They can get heals off, they can buff. The one back there doesn't actually shoot you, so we're just gonna ignore them. It. We're actually gonna sit down at this bonfire. Once again, if you had to go back because of Forlorn, make sure that you have homeward every single time. We're gonna boop this guy. Gonna boop these guys. Gonna whip out our bow and shoot these guys because that orange mist is ruins our armor. Caster. See how it curves? I hate that. Soldier. This one will walk back. Caster, caster, caster. Unless you get the headshot when they go down. Big buff slash heal. That's why I aim at their torso as opposed to their head for the first shot. We're gonna walk forward. This guy will start coming back towards us. That's fine. We want it to happen. Dude. Daddy, chill! I almost died. Don't do trades like that. Be smart. Run back. Kill the aggro if you go back up there. We're gonna put on our bright bug. We're gonna save our resin. You don't have to kill this person, but and if you want to, there's going to be a scripted NPC invasion right now. We're going to go on that way. If you don't kill those casters, you can get hit in the back there. But make sure you're spamming B to roll through the door. When he tucks in, put on your resin. Look up. Roll to the side. If he does that, you can hit his hand, its hands, or its face. Dang it. I'll make a tutorial video on all its attacks. That was not a very good tutorial. Kill it! This is a routing tutorial, right? You don't have to use a bright bug for that fight. I just choose to. That lightning attack hurts a lot. When in doubt, go back, reset the fight. You don't have to go full ham like I do. You don't have to face tank things like I do. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, just literally attack a couple times, back out. Let them finish their combo, attack a couple times, back out. My friend Fudge Cow, he speedruns this game. He's really fast at this game. I started one day after him, and he's already 30 minutes faster than me. Feels bad, man. We're gonna pick this up because we can get invaded. Yay! Fudge Cow likes to say that it's a turn-based game, and I kind of agree with him. Oh, shit. Oops. Oh, gracias, mamá. Sí, ahí está bien. Gracias. Te amo mucho. Gracias. Oh. You might want to roll those attacks instead of face tanking them like I just did. You can also shoot them with a bow. Hide around the corner, shoot them with a bow. I don't like to, they're just like running through. But if you feel comfortable, whip out the bow, beat the shit out of them. So for this, we're going to buy all of the mushrooms. You can buy the Ring of Thorns if you want to for... why not? Let's do it. That smells good. Some chicken, some roasted borscht. Very nice, very nice. So to the left is a bonfire, which we'll pick up. Because, once again, forlorn. So, we broke that. We can actually walk past... Nope. We can actually walk past... There we go. You break these two and run through. This is a nice hero soul. This is a scripted invasion. Aim just above these guys. I hit the shit. Look at that. Look at that hitbox. That's just ridiculous. But if you shoot just behind them, they will look at the wall, and so you can run past them. But if you hit them, obviously they stay clammed up, which sucks. You can kill the invader. It's pretty easy. You just R2 them to death. R2, R2, back up. R2, R2, back up. R2, R2, back up. Really easy. You can't actually Brightbug if you're invaded, or if you have allies. So, you can always Brightbug before you get invaded, and keep the Brightbug on. But that's cheating. So what instead we're going to do is we're going to put Brightbug on as soon as we enter the fight. And then we're going to put on our gold pine resin. And he's going to thrust at us, and we're going to thrust at him. We're going to turn around, hopefully dodge it. That hitbox is huge. And we went into phase 2 really early. That's fine. Towards the end of it, back out. Give him a lot of respect. Oh, I didn't kill him. That's fine. And there's that. He can cast spells. So just do your best to roll into him or roll to his away from his weapon. Sorry. If he's overhead slam, roll to either side. If he's swiping, roll into the weapon, not with the weapon. I rolled with the weapon, which was a mistake. Bad habits. We have more than enough ADP to actually avoid taking damage there, but don't do what I did and roll with the weapon. Because we finished one of the major bosses, we can actually go and buy more bright bugs. Woo! And we're going to burn the sublime dust that we totally could have done much, much, much earlier. If you find a ring, put it on. If you find Estus shards, give them to her. If you find sublime dust, burn it. Don't do what I do and wait. because there's literally no point to having them if I wait. Alright, so we have everything comfy dories. We need to go to Dragonary, which means we need to go back to the Ruined Fork Road and go in the middle. There's 4 bosses left in the game. There are little goblin boys and girls. I don't know what they are. Goblins are gross. They do what kind of damage is it? Curse damage? No. Stone damage? Whatever that is. Oh, there's a guy here, by the way. Petrified something. That's a fire seed, so if you're a pyromancer, there you go. That's a life gem, a radiant gem, I think. Yeah. Heals you for more, but... Sorry, it just straight up heals you for more. There's an invasion here. We can just ignore them. You can kill them. They're really easy with how strong we are, but we're just going to run past them. Run around the tip of the horn. Staircase. I'm not going to show the jump. I did in the last video, but it's just for style points. It's not... It doesn't help at all, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Oh, there's that chest with bonfire seedics back over there. You want more of them? So we're going to make sure to equip gold pine resin. Or have it ready. We're going to run past literally everything. As long as you don't attack it, it doesn't open the cage. There's a lever that actually makes it so that everything drops and all the cages open. And there's a bunch of people saying, don't pull this lever, don't you do it. So if you're online, you'll see those messages. There are 2 hippos. If you're using RTSR, you can actually use one of those hippos for your setup, because they do a lot of damage. There's many ways to fight this guy. Attack the wing a couple times. Attack the foot. If he flies up, he's probably going to cast fire downwards. We're just going to walk away. As soon as the fire ends, leaving its mouth, you could actually run back towards it. Stompy stomp. There we go. The stomp will hurt a lot, so don't get caught by it, but you can also punish it if it's on the other foot. So always make sure you have enough stamina to roll out of the way. Always make sure you're paying attention to the animations that they're doing. Always. I'm going to consume the souls just because I like having a lot of souls when I finish the game. Like, ah, yes, look at me. I don't need these souls. Haha. You can also put them into levels if you want, but like I said, as soon as you kill the 4th Rotten, you really don't need any more levels. You are more than strong enough to beat the game. Not leveling up anymore. Okay, so this next segment, it's a pain in the ass. But we have poison arrows. Shit. Oh, it's because I missed 3. You should have 12 poison arrows, and I'll tell you why that's important in a second. Because it takes... I did it again. It takes 4 arrows to poison something. To poison most things is 4 arrows. There are 3 baddies, which means we can kill all 3 of these big boys with poison arrows. You don't have to pick up this one. There's another one further on. And Scholar is so kind to you. You just climb up this ladder, press A to grab, move forward, and you slide. all the way, skipping literally everything in this area. Don't ask me why they gave it to you. So stupid. Why don't they just have a zip line for everything else in the game? Whatever. This is the other bonfire. If you lit other bonfires, this would actually blow up in tiny itty bitty Aldia would show up and say, you should kill the boss, but like end the cycle of fire and stuff. And you're like, shut the fuck up. And then you set that on the bonfire. So these other dragon boys don't actually fight you unless you run past these guys. As long as you 1v1 these guys, these guys won't fight you. Take the shortcut. Always take the shortcut. So now we're going to poison these guys with 4 arrows. Very telegraphed attacks. And the rest arrows will be lightning. So I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing this next segment after I kill this guy. So we're going to poison him with 4 arrows. Let our stamina come back up. Shoot him a couple times with that. Lock on. Make it so that we're standing back as far as we can and we can actually angle while still being locked on and still hit him. If he starts attacking, you can just move down the stairs a little bit. No big deal. So, for this next section, bit of an issue is this guy. It's another 1v1. As long as you 1v1, these guys won't aggro you. But this guy hurts a lot. So I'm going to run past him this time. And after you run past the first guy, these guys can body block you. And they hurt a lot. they will fuck you up. So you can talk to this guy. And then leave. They won't aggro because they won't pass that line circle. Or you can fight them. Boop, boop, back away. Boop, boop, back away. Boop, boop, back away. Let him attack. Attack, attack. Let him attack. Attack, attack. Reset. Attack, attack, reset. Attack, attack, reset. Attack, attack, reset. Ooh, wow, they are gorgeous. Mwah. Yum, yum. Alright, oh, I went to the wrong one. He hits very hard, so if he hits you once, just run away. Use your life gems. Come back. Run away. Use your life gems. Come back. Again and again and again and again. We do it again and again. I'm actually gonna buy more life gems for the final fight. We don't need them, but I'm going to anyway. Once again, we don't need these levels. Gonna get them for Peach. Why not? Okay. Now we have 3 more bosses. Woo! We're gonna travel back to the far fire. Because we're doing any percent, we don't have to kill all the other memories. The reason why we ran up to the dragon is because we need to be able to access some memories. Memories meaning go back in time and alter time by doing so. I don't know. Convoluted shit. Oop. Oh, did I have... Nice. Good job on you. Whatever. Forlorn can invade here. So if Forlorn invades, just back up? Try again. We don't need this anymore. Forlorn didn't invade us, so we can put that away. Doing the rapier. These guys help you go into memories. Someday I'll do an all bosses tutorial, but so long. And I fucking hate Horsefuck Valley, so I'm not gonna... Unless I absolutely have to, I'm not gonna do a tutorial for Horsefuck Valley. Milkshake. We're gonna walk forward just enough to proc the fights, but we're still behind the pillar, so that blast... Oh, we're gonna get hit by the fireball. We didn't get hit by the fireball. Oh yeah. You should actually wait longer than I did. You're gonna attack a couple of times, wait for him to stompy stomp. You want him to stomp. Don't AFK! Don't AFK! Whatever. You want him to tell you what he's doing before you start attacking. Be very careful to pay attention to what he's doing. Don't AFK, you fuck. Because... Oh, I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't he die? Alright, cool. He gives you a lot of souls, so if you are keen on farming... I'll actually take a second to show you. If you're keen on farming for New Game Plus, you can actually infinitely farm this boss. If you have all the, if you have the ring, all this armor on, all that jazz, you can actually pick up the Bonfire Ascetic right here. So, Bonfire Ascetic, go kill him. Pick up another Bonfire Ascetic, go kill him. Pick up another Bonfire Ascetic, go kill him. You can kill him infinite amount of times. I don't think there's a level cap to how many times you can set out a bonfire. Don't quote me on that. It could be 99 or some other number. I haven't gone past 37. I've killed the rotten so many times. So many times. So we killed the giant that allows us to proc the final boss, Nishandra. So we've set ourselves up so that we can kill Throne Watchers. If you don't kill the giant lord that we just killed, if you don't kill him, then Nishandra won't show up and you can't beat the game. You can fight Throne Watchers, but nothing will happen afterwards. My nose. So, you can either have the ring, or if you do DLC first, you can use the crown that you've imbued. It's a fairly long quest line, but you basically get a crown for all three of the DLC final bosses, and then you go talk to Vendrick after killing Vendrick. You go back into the memory of Vendrick after killing Vendrick, and Vendrick will give you another crown that will be a symbol of the king as well. Now, this fourth crown will actually make it so that you do not... you're always human. You do not lose your humanity when you die. And it counts as a symbol of the king. You can open up all the doors and all that stuff. Which I thought was kind of swanky. Not gonna lie. So we're going to... put Elizabeth mushrooms. Now, unlike the life gems stop when you're at 100%. They just cease to heal you, which we don't like. But Elizabeth mushrooms, however, continue to heal you up until the duration of it is over. which is very nice. Very nice, very nice. So we're going to pop a bright bug. We're going to put on a gold pine resin. We're going to make sure that we have the ring of thorns on. We're going to pop the Elizabeth mushroom, and we're going to walk into the fight. We're going to run up, boop this guy twice. And we're on our way. Okay, keep them both in the view at all times. The fucking targeting system in this game is ridiculous. I'm gonna pop another one. I like to kill him first. Or I like to kill the big guy, big monster boss. I like to kill the defender first. And then fight the watcher. When they do a backflip, they actually they crit damage. Nashandra. So we're gonna sprint up to her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk away. Attack this. Dodge out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Walk away. Pop a healing gem. That'll her scripted response to you using a healing gem is to cast a spell. So do 4 attacks, walk away, pop a healing gem. Where's my scripted attack? You bitch. Whatever. GG! Sometimes there's a third follow-up, so that's why I waited. So it's a swipe, swipe, big swipe. She also does a boomy boom, kind of like the Rotten. There's a lot of boomy booms in all of the Dark Souls games. She'll also do a laser beam, but instead of going straight forward, it'll go a sweep to the side. The sweep to the side is really easy. The line forward actually has a really wide hitbox, so that's why I've rolled perpendicular to the line. Not too unlike Prince's. It does a lot of damage, like in Dark Souls 3 Prince's. Lorien, I think is his name. Lothric is the crippled brother up above. I guess they're technically both cripples. Whatever. You know what I mean. Let's how you beat the game without dying. You can Alt F4 out of the game during the credits. So it doesn't count against your in-game time. I'm going to go back into the game. It should take you about 2 hours. If you go super slow, it'll take you more, obviously. Come on. Continue. Blah. Took 2 hours and 10 minutes. Cool. So that's how you beat the game without dying. I died a lot, but that's the route that you take. There's a bunch of peach bonfires that you don't need to take. You don't need to pick up any of the humanity because you're not supposed to be dying. But if you're still practicing, I recommend you pick up those humanities. You don't have to use the bright bug on the sentinels. I like to, just in case you accidentally get hit. You don't have to bright bug for the rotten. Just goes faster the 4th time. I recommend bright bugging for Bellstot. You can choose to not bright bug for you can choose to bright bug for Guardian Drake. You don't have to. I forgot to buy one of the bright bugs at 6,000 souls, so you could use that one for something else. You want to make sure that you have 12,000 souls at the very beginning of the game to buy the Fragrant Branch of Yore, unless you want to do that cool YOLO jump to the side on the bridge and Gulch to pick up that Fragrant Branch of Yore. So yeah, that path is the easiest bosses to fight. With the least amount of souls, least amount of fights, safest path-ish. You don't have to kill Dragon Slayer armor. No. Old Dragon Slayer. What's his name? Ornstein. You don't have to kill him for that ring. It just makes the future fights easier. You can kill him earlier on than what I did. You can kill him after Rotten 2. So kill Rotten 2, kill Sentinels, then kill Dragon Slayer armor, or sorry, old Dragon Slayer, then kill Rotten 3-4. You can mix around those things. You can wait to do Dragon 2, 3, and 4 until afterwards. You don't have to do Dragon Slayer armor. Yeah, that's how you beat it without dying. Fighting the least amount of bosses ish. I choose to kill Dragon Rider at the very beginning of the game because I can get 18 faith for Dangling Homeward. You don't need to do that. You can pump it into Dexterity. You can just choose to not fight him at all. If Forlorn invades you, you can just run past him. But this is like the peachiest way to just ignore Forlorn altogether. Homeward. Not Homeward Bone, because you can't Homeward Bone if you're invaded. You can't Homeward Bone if you have an ally. You can only use Homeward if you're invaded. You cannot use Homeward if you have an ally. That makes sense. You can unsummon somebody if you have an ally. Yeah. Easy peasy. I wish you the best of luck. If you need help, put in the comments, I need help with this boss. I need help with this segment. And I'll make another tutorial video for you. There you go. I will